Whoa, this is the Illusion reporting from somewhere on Spaceship Earth. I'm on the beautiful California coast collecting some driftwood. Look at this rad piece I found for the studio, man. It's been floating around the ocean, got a couple holes, nice and worn, couple old nails in it. Anyway, I was gonna make this video about choice. I was reading some interesting stuff the other day in one of my spiritual books, and it was about choice and how that the ego wants us to think that we have choice, but there is no such thing as choice, because choice denotes separation from source energy, right? Because if everything is one source, how could there be a choice? We're choosing something that doesn't exist. So I've been realizing it, kind of rolling the tape back on my life, basically, that things that I thought I had a choice about, I've never had a choice about. It's always just occurred. It was me as a temporal being caught in this body, thinking that I had choices about certain things, and when I thought I had choices, there lied the difficulty of my reality. It was because I was, in a sense, in conflict with source energy. Like, I can look, for example, like Baby Owl. No choice about the whole thing. Like, we were fully on birth control, doing our thing, and Baby Owl jumped in from the astral plane and was just like, I'm coming. And that's why I'm super fired up about it, because it wasn't planned. It was from source, right? Because if I'd sat around and been like, oh, I want to have a baby this week, I think that's a different energy than like, one day I woke up and like, dude, you're having Baby Owl and he's coming in and your life has now taken a full turn. You don't know where it's going to go anymore. You don't know what it's about anymore. You're not in charge at all, right? So no choice there. And I haven't even tried to like think of it as a choice or not, which is the beauty of it. Like, it's just occurring, and I am in like a spiritual contact with Baby Owl. Like, I'm not sweating Baby Owl the slightest, right? I get a little caught up in some of the temporal issues that we have in this 3D holographic reality, like sustaining myself and Baby Owl and the hologram and the minigram. Minigram, another example of not having a choice. So when the hologram and I were dating and doing our thing, you know, it was just us, and then we slowly incorporated the minigram when we decided we were going to be super serious about what we were doing. And so it was about 9 months into our relationship, and me and the minigram had been living together for about 2 months, and we were sitting there having this talk, and I was talking to her, and it dawned on me that it wasn't about me and the hologram, it was about me and the minigram, and that the minigram had chosen me, right? And again, I didn't have a choice in the situation. The real relationship kind of became about me and this 9-year-old child, because the hologram and I are in contact on a super deep spiritual level. Like, we've lived thousands, millions of lifetimes together, and we're at this place now where we're close enough to maybe get to go home and not do the dance down here anymore. So I'm sitting there with the minigram, and she's an old soul, and I look at her and I realize that this is all her script. She's written me into her script. I didn't write her into my script. I mean, I did, of course, but that I was basically a willing participant on a spiritual quest, and because I wasn't judging it as a choice or a decision, it just was. She just is part of my life. Like, I don't have a choice in it. And even I think about like the hologram. Like, I'd known the hologram, I remember the first time I met her like 6 years ago. We knew then. We just had to work out the details in this terrestrial experience till we were ready to like join forces. But if I look at the whole timeline of knowing her, it's never been a choice. Never been a choice at all. right? And so if I look at this whole thing, it's like I have no choice about the ocean. I have no choice about the sun rising. I have no choice. And as a surfer, I'm in contact with that lack of choice, because I know that it's exactly how it's supposed to be. I know that the sun is exactly how it's supposed to be today. I never debate the weather. I'm one of those guys, like, the weather's the weather. Like, it's cold, it's raining, I'm cool with it. So I was reading this thing in this book the other day about how choice is separation. And when we try to choose things, we're basically trying to separate ourselves from source energy, from God, essentially. And I was like, wow, that's kind of a profound idea, because I've always thought, I mean, that's, I guess, thinking that we have a choice is free will, right? And what do I do with that choice, that separation? Because I can definitely choose to be separate, right? I mean, that's what my journey with alcoholism is the choice to be separate. Like, there's only one choice, is to be with God and not have a choice, or to have a million choices of separation, or a billion, or a trillion, or infinite choices of separation, because we think that we're choosing this path when we've never been separate. We've never been separate. We've always been one with source. It is only our ego that constantly tells us that I'm a body, that my name's such and such, and that I live on this planet called Earth, and that I'm separate from everything around me. No, but I'm breathing in oxygen. There's no separation. The oxygen's going through my lungs, into my bloodstream. I'm exhaling. I'm doing all this stuff. I am in total contact with everything, right? It's just me opening myself up to the fact that I don't need to make a choice anymore. That I've tried to make choices all my life, and I'm a failure at choosing, because when I choose to separate, right? When I allow things to occur exactly as they're supposed to be, I'm in oneness. So, I don't know, man. That's the food I'm chewing on today. I hope your dream's going well, and thanks for everyone who's been supporting the art part of the dream, man. Like, it's funny, because, like, for example, art, when I do the art, I don't try to choose what I'm doing. Some days I'm making like geometric patterns, other days I'm doing abstract, other days I'm doing like trying to do like seascapes and stuff. And I don't ever choose when I get to my little blank canvas. I just allow source energy to dictate what I'm supposed to fill in there. I don't know, man. This cosmic journey is so radical, dude. So radical, man. Anyway, dude, I hope you're having a really high frequency experience right now, and let's keep it going.